Oh yeah, the pattern on my shirt looks awful. It's a funky party. What do you get when you mix veganism, by definition, someone who doesn't eat any animal products, with someone who doesn't give a shit about animals? You get an idiot. Okay, that's kind of harsh, but I mean, first of all, I don't really see that happening because most people come on to veganism for the ethical reason. But obviously there are some compelling health reasons that any logical person, once they find out about veganism, are going to make an effort to become vegan, because it's literally the only logical step when you're trying to find a proper nutritional guideline. And obviously it's not what the governments are telling us. Any smart person would know that, because it's not working what the government is implementing within their health program. And even further from even what they teach in nutritional schools. So whoop-de-doo, veganism, you got veganism, but you don't give a shit about animals. Honestly, I feel like this is happening a lot in veganism right now. Girls who are trying to lose weight, you know, and they're like, wow, vegan would really help me lose weight. And not seeing it as anything else, not seeing it as a lifestyle, not seeing it as anything other than a weight loss diet, just like an Atkins diet or anything like that. That's a totally misguided person. If you are someone like that, you are much more susceptible to scams.
Ye's words go back into my forehead.
Much more susceptible to be lost on your journey towards health, because the fact is, oh my god, my rats are like not happy right now. That ethical, moral guideline that you have for yourself is going to ultimately guide you towards the right path down health, more than if you just kind of understood the health reasons, because that ethical side is your connection to your true being, you know, the universe. You don't have to believe in that to understand that the ethical side can be the deciding factor on whether you are making the right decision. Human beings can no longer consume flesh in order to sustain ourselves. We have reached that threshold, that period in our time. We've completely distanced ourselves from our natural state through industrialization and whatnot. And meat has become a viable option currently, but in a couple of years it just won't be an option anymore to get meat. It's going to be either out of your price range, or it's going to be horribly toxic for you. So you have to pick and choose if you want to just cut it out now, or if you want to cut it out later, because honestly I believe that meat is going to go off shelves eventually when the environment starts to really fail. I mean, we're already seeing the environment failing. Millions of fish have died all over the world in different locations, and kind of unexplained incidences. And also last May was the hottest May ever to date, and this summer is supposed to be the hottest summer ever experienced by the human race, or by meteorologists. So we're coming to that kind of time where it's crunch time for the environment. And are we going to give up meat, which, first of all, there's thousands of options out there that have the same texture and that mimic the taste? Or are we going to hold on to this old system that doesn't make any sense anymore and is not useful for us, not useful for us nutritionally, not useful for us economically? The future is veganism, unfortunately, for you meat eaters who are sad about that. But for me, veganism is an option, has always been an option, the truest option, the most compelling option, the most healthy option, the most ethical option. It's important for human beings to be ethical in order to love ourselves and treat other people properly. We need to be ethical. So when you're slaughtering sentient beings, like something that is as intelligent as something that you love and cherish, like a dog, a pet, anyone who's had a pet, you know that there is a bond there that's completely profound and deep and past describing in words. You know, you can't really describe the bond you have with a pet, but when it dies you really feel it. You know, it really kills you. But you didn't share any words, you didn't share any personal stories or get to know each other. You just created a bond through living together and through time together. Every being has that capability of creating a bond with other beings. It is a sentient being. A cow is a sentient being. A chicken is a sentient being. A fish is a sentient being. They're all sentient. Yes, their levels of sentience may degrade. Even a fish is like an organism that's a part of the ecosystem of the earth. And the ocean is the most important part of the earth, is one of the most important parts of the earth. It needs to remain pure because there's an ecosystem that's way more complicated than anything we've understood yet in the ocean. There are so many systems on the planet that we human beings shouldn't even be fucking touching right now. Like dolphins? No, we don't need to be messing with dolphins, okay? Our home is already in turmoil. Like the mercury level in fish has never been this high and it will continue to rise. So, you know, fish is out of the question at this point. Is it going to take people dying or getting mental disorders because of mercury poisoning in order for people to understand that the fish is just out of the question, like you should stop eating it? Because that's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. So let's just wait until shit goes down and we can't do anything about it until we do something about it. You can't just think of yourself right now. You have to think like 4 or 5 generations ahead of you. People might be like, oh, selfish people are happy, you know, like if you're selfish, at least you'll be happy. But the thing is, selfish people are never happy. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching and subscribe and check out my blog for more vegan related, politics related, all sorts of crap. Check out my blog. Okay, bye.
The only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello.